Hello everyone, welcome back to Enemy Action Kharkov, German solo, and this is the beginning of turn 9. I'm quite glad we've got this far, to be honest, and this has allowed us to see some more game mechanics, like, ground conditions and the swinging back and forth, thankfully it was back of the operational limit, and now it's time for another feature which we will see, and we will see how it will affect play. But before continuing, let's do it properly, let's do it in the proper order. So let's go to the first phase of return, is the except the first one of course, is the reserve phase. So we'll take the units from the current turn space and place them in the reserve boxes. And these they're only German units there, and these are the last reserves we will be receiving for the rest of the game. As you can see, from next turn, the Soviets will receive quite a lot of reinforcements. So it's actually the last turn I have a chance to do something and get some VPs, and then I should really start consolidating my lines, beefing up my units, because we're going to come back and try to beat us. So let's get these into the reserve boxes, the reserve units box, and see what's the calendar. So, no need to move the camera right now, but the other thing that happens in the reserve phase is that I get to deploy the delayed German reserves, but there are no delayed German reserves, that is reserves that should have entered 2 turns ago. So we have no such reserves, and so this phase we're not going ahead with that. So let's see the game turn marker. It's going to be frozen, so frozen means business as usual, as I call it. So let's just get this there and see the information, the calendar information for this turn, which actually is more or less identical to the previous turn. So let me zoom in a little bit. Yes, okay. Yeah, that's it. The only thing actually changes is the fixed artillery range is now 7 instead of 6. Our hand remains at 6, and we get, like the previous 2 turns, 7 supplemental cards. And I think this is going to be stay that way for the rest of the game. The cards we got in the previous turn were more than enough to to see us through the turn, and as you remember, there were lots. I got 5 cards after the Soviets were had exhausted their deck, so it was good to have some interacted activation and impulses. Well, maybe I should use some more for combat tactics. Okay, we'll see what I'll do next, and of course it's the victory conditions. If I get the Soviets to less than 16 points and hold Kharkov, it's a win for us. If they get more than 22 points at the end of this turn, it will be a defeat, an operational defeat for us. I have managed to avoid strategic defeat. Well, that's something. Things were not looking that good just a few turns ago, so I'm quite happy with that. So that was the reserve phase and some info for the calendar, and now let's get to the card preparation phase. So this is the German command card display. So we don't have any reinforcement cards coming up. So we shuffle these cards. These will be the supplemental cards available for this turn, because these will not be available. Unfortunately, there were some very good cards there, but okay, hoping that I'll get some more. So I have shuffled them, and okay, oh, forgot, these are the primary cards. They always go to the draw pile. Let's do a little bit, okay, because they will be shuffled back. So yeah, okay. No. Yeah, okay, these should go there too, and these now move here, and they will be available next turn. So let's, yeah, that's just a preliminary shuffle. It doesn't really matter. So yeah, so yeah, down. So shuffle both piles and draw a hand. Okay, try to give them as good a shuffle as possible. I'm trying to separate them a little bit, because the one stack was just supplemental, the other one was just primaries, trying to get, well, balanced. Well, balanced, maybe it's not the proper term. Trying to get some variety. I wouldn't like to have some hands with just primaries and some hands with just supplemental. So yeah, these are the cards, and I'm drawing my initial cards for the turn, 6 cards, but I will be looking at them later, not now. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's my initial hand. These are the rest of the cards, and that's the German cards preparation. Soviet cards preparation is rather simple. You get previous turns these cards, and you shuffle them, and I need to shuffle them a little bit better this time, because last time I got some double activations, getting the cards, for example, Mobile Group Popov, they turned up one after the other. Well, these things happen in games, of course, but it was kind of, I don't know if it was more annoying for us or unfair to them, but yeah, well, these things happen, and you know, but okay, shuffling them. Okay, and this is the Soviet deck for the turn, so placing it in its proper place, and that was the card preparation phase. So yeah, that's it, and we will be back for the supply phase. Okay, so this is the supply phase of turn 9, and this is where things start to get interesting, as the first step calls for placement of garrisons. First of all, we garrison every VP hex which is empty, and well, there are no Soviet VP hexes that are empty right now, because we don't garrison German VP hexes. Okay, okay, you can, let's get them up a little bit, but you can see that from previous turns, every Soviet VP hex is either occupied or already garrisoned. So we will be placing the next set of the garrison in villages. And let me remind you that, as in the previous turn, now the operational limit is this line, because they're less than 21 points, so they will be using this line, the near operational limit. That's the operational limit, so we won't be taking hexes outside. For example, we will, okay, this hex will not be checked. So okay, and we joined, let me remind you, in descending hex order. So yeah, I think it's going to be quick, so I'll do it here in the same part, unless of course it proves a little bit difficult, so I'll move it to another part. So okay, so of course we start, this is just outside the operational limit. This is the first hex within the operational limit right now. So can we place a garrison here? And the answer is no, because I have taken care in the previous turn to sort of Soviet supply there, because a Soviet unit has to be proximate, well, or hex should be in Soviet support, and that's something that bothers me a little bit reading the rules, because as you will see in step 4, when the support is determined, this hex will not be in support. I'll explain you when the time comes, but however, this is step 1 of supply phase, and support is determined for in step 4. So do you use the previous term's support? Well, that's something maybe I should be asked, or should check in the BGG forum for answers. But okay, it doesn't bother me right now, because Soviet supply is not traceable here, because I have taken care to close my lines, and there's no way so it's going to trace here, or here for that matter. So let's move a little bit. Yeah, these hexes are also outside Soviet supply, and these hexes are adjacent to, this is not, but again, no Soviet supply. Oh no, I can't trace through here. No, there's a unit here, but got Johnson control here and here, so they can't trace here. This is adjacent to a German unit, so yes, this doesn't get checked. So these were the hexes that we check. So let's go here. This is our this is actually our first real check. Forgot about that, but it can't be there of course, so the unit proximate in the operation limit it is, but is a German unit proximate? No, because this is behind, you know, Soviet lines, and the German supply is not traceable, or German unit can't be proximate there. So no, it's not. Is it? No, they can't pass through here. We can't pass through here, and we can't pass through here. So yeah, it's practically surrounded. This is not. So this is again the line, Soviet line is closed, like our line is closed. So we can't, no, and this for example possesses a zone of control right now, so we can't trace German supply, well, not all the way down here. Could we? I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, no, 4, 5, 6, 7, and yeah, this is not a German supply head right now, because this garrison prevents it. Well, treat. It says treat garrisons as not existing. Oh, just give me a moment, because okay, placement of garrisons. I think it's crystal clear in the rule book, not the play rate that okay. Treat garrisons, yes, when treat garrison in hexes adjacent to German unit as if they do not exist. Okay, let's say this a little bit, because if this garrison doesn't exist, then we can trace supply to Zmigiev, to Guev, to, I mean, to everywhere in the map through these, not everything, because the other garrisons stop them, but definitely will can trace to Kupiansk and Zmigiev and Chuguev, and maybe some other hexes as well. Yeah, we can trace German supply. Yeah, through this road, you can see that we can trace supply here, and it's, yeah, it says as not existent, not as just not having central control, which sounds okay. So yeah, I should, okay, maybe I got it a little bit wrong, and since we can trace German supply here, let me check from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so this would maybe it will get away later, because okay, 6. Let's just place it that way, so I remember that I've just placed it, and remember to check it at a later stage. So yeah, German supply is definitely traceable here right now. Okay, this garrison not examined. Okay, this one now. Yeah, maybe this will get a garrison too. Oh no, this will not, because as I've said when removing this garrison earlier, that this hex is completely surrounded by Soviet units. So no matter where the supply head is, we can trace German supply. Then of course no German unit can be proximate to a surrounded hex. It couldn't reach it, so no. Okay, this one is, well, this is placed. It will only be examined for removal. This one is also placed, hexes. So let's move to the next row. Has no villages. And okay, let's move a little bit our camera. Okay, maybe this is taking a little bit longer than I thought. This is a crucial garrison, to be honest. So here, okay, Soviets are proximate, and it's obviously Soviet units are proximate, but if this doesn't exist, this hex is in German supply, because this is in German supply, because yeah, we can get through this road here. Yeah, Krasnomirsk, this doesn't exist, so yeah, this goes here, and it's 1, 2, 3. So yeah, this also will get a garrison, and the good placement of this garrison, yeah, now see what happens. Placement of this garrison prevents supply, German supply, to this garrison, because this possesses a zone of control right now. So we've got zone control here and here, zone control here and here, and yeah, the rest of the line, the Soviet line, is closed. So this garrison can no longer trace the German supply, so this goes away. So again, this hex now, yeah, if this unit doesn't exist, then garrison, and also 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, German unit would be proximate to this, so this definitely gets a garrison. And now, can we trace German? Yeah, German unit is proximate definitely to this garrison. And how about this one? And now German unit wouldn't be proximate to this garrison, but German supply, no. So our supply head right now is here, because of the zones of control of these two garrisons. They cover up to here. So this is supply head, so we can, there's just a small gap here, so we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yes, it's still traceable there. So it remains for the time being, because next hex will be checked is this one, and this will get a garrison for the same reasons that the previous hex got one. So now you see they have closed again their line here. Now there's a complete line of units and garrisons. Sorry, let me show you what I mean. Starting here, you see there's a complete line of zones of control of garrisons, and we can't pass through here anymore. We can pass through here, and they've got the line here. So this garrison now definitely can't trade German supply, and no German unit is proximate. So this gets removed. So okay, let's go to the next row. No villages. Let's check this one. It's targeted for both fronts. You can see. How about this one? No, we can't trace German supply here because the line. Now we have closed the line here. We can't pass through here, and of course there are so many units here that the line is completely closed. So no, again the same for these two. We can't trace German supply, no German unit is proximate, and yeah, same here. And I think these were all the garrisons for this part of the map. I mean, yeah, let's move a little bit with the person limit. Yeah, here, I mean, again, this hex, we can't trace German supply there, or German units can't be proximate there. So yeah, and of course the situation is the same here. Let's move in the area. Yeah, the Corpus Rouse, not just the Corpus Rouse area, and the other areas of the map. Of course, these all these garrisons here are outside your personal limits right now, so they're not getting any garrisons. But okay, let's check a little bit from this side of the map, because you see this garrison here doesn't exist right now. Getting is not existing, so recent. So yeah, maybe we get something. Not of course here because it's outside, but the first thing Kharkov is. How about this hex next to Kharkov? There is a small gap here through this hex. Zone of control here, but there's a small gap here. Could we trace German supply to this hex? So it would have to be well, there are some more gaps over there. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 here, because this garrison doesn't exist. So no, we can't trade German supply there, and the German units, they're just infantry. No, and these units here of course can't reach. No matter how they try, they can't. It has to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they can't reach all the way up here. Well, I would love them to, but have we? No, we have no other supply. These are not yet supply heads, but okay, that's fine. So no, we can't trace German supply here, and I don't think we can trace German supply here either. This hex has a zone. This garrison has a zone of control. So this line here is closed and goes here. Zone of control here. Zone here. This is the only gap. And if we can't trace German supply through this gap, we can't trace. So okay. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here. So no, these are not yet supply heads for us. So no, from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we can trace here, but not there. And of course, nothing beyond there. And this garrison here prevents tracing of supply here. So yeah, that was all. That was all garrisons. Yeah, I think I'm maybe keeping it in the same part it was yeah, it was 16 minutes and counting, but I think we can live with that, can we? Yes. So no, we don't get any other garrisons because because it hasn't changed anything in terms of proximity and stuff. So yeah, we'll have to okay, let's proceed with the supply phase then, and determine, first of all, we determine supply status of German units first, and then Soviet units, and we adjust the supply accordingly. So German units right now, okay, all German units, I think they're in supply. Okay, obviously all these units are in supply. This unit, let's check this unit, is yeah, this is a supply head. No, yeah, all this road is a supply head right now. Is yeah, so supply, you can resupply here and here. This has no zone control. These have zones of control, but the zone of control doesn't block these units. Zone of control doesn't block this hex, so yeah, control German supply. And the ones around Valky, we have already established that in the previous turn, after moving again, they were able to trade German supply. And since no new garrisons were placed in this area because it was outside the operational limit, then nothing has changed in their supply status. So okay, let's check our and again the problem up there in Slavyansk has been resolved. This unit would be the only one that's kind of surrounded. Yeah, it is surrounded because all hexes, apart from this one, all the other hexes are in enemy zones of control. Not this hex. Okay, it's not surrounded. Okay, yeah, that's interesting. But it can't resupply through this unit, so it goes 1, 2, not in zone of control, and 3. This is supply heads, so it's okay. Let's check my unsupplied units. There were 2 unsupplied units, but now they have broken free, so this unit can trace 1, 2, 3, for example. So it is in supply right now, and of course this unit 2. I mean, there are zones of control here, but not here. This is not surrounded. They don't control this hex, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. I mean, it's clearly supply is traceable there. So yeah. Okay. So have we got any other units we're worried about and we should check them? No, I don't think so. All my other units are okay. So let's check the Soviet units, and okay, I'll start with the most interesting one. This unit was already isolated the previous turn, and it's crucial if it can't resupply right now or not, because then we'll have to check for surrender. I mean, it's the first time we got to do this, and well, as you can see, the German line is closed. I mean, this unit we control. These 3 hexes, we control this hex. The only hex we don't control is this one. These hexes are blocked. We don't control, but we can't. They can't pass supply because the line is closed. Here, supply would have to come through this hex, and this is not happening. So yeah, this unit clearly can't trace supply, and of course the nearest supply head is too far away. I mean, even if we ignore everything else, the nearest supply heads is supply heads are in Krasnograd and Lozova. Yes, so no way it can go. Even 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it can't reach anywhere near. So we can't resupply. It's already isolated. We have to check for surrender. It's 1323 surrender. After an already isolated unit or stack that can't resupply during the supply phase continues to suffer all the effects. In addition, if Soviet and adjacent to German unit, that's why, well, I wouldn't move this unit out to Sineligo, not as long as these units are around, but it was concern about this unit. Well, it has successfully attacked, but okay, and as remove one step from the unit, and the unit with the highest selector in the stack. And if a unit's last step is removed in this manner, the unit is destroyed. It's not eliminated. So let's check. It is adjustment to German unit. It's unable to trace supply. It's so this was the last step. So this unit is not just eliminated, it is destroyed. So it means it doesn't go into the eliminated units box, it goes into the box of the game. So it can't get back into play via replacement points. So yeah, okay, so we've got some more units to check. Should I start? Well, let's get them here. Okay, since we're in this area, I think these can barely trace supply. If I could, I would have moved some units, but this has moved to hex. Okay, this unit is zone of control here, so they're tracing just through Pavlograd, so it's, well, if you can trace, so for this unit it's the same for both units. It will be tracing, it's the only hex they can trace from. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they're both okay. And since this unit is also in Pavlograd, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so this unit is back in supply. Well, okay, but well, these units are nearly surrounded, and yeah. So how about these units here? So let's move a little bit. Yeah, I think the supply heads. Okay, so these units, I mean, this is their only supply head. Well, it's in German. Well, this is the only supply head they can trace from, because this is in German zone of control, and they can't trace. Well, these are okay, but they can't trace through that hex, so it has to be through that hex. Well, it's closer anyway. So, but I don't think they have a problem, because, well, there's a zone of control here, so it has to be through this hex. But it's okay, I think, for all of these units. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is okay. But this is not, because can only go. Oh, it can't go anywhere. Sorry, this unit is yes. It can only trace through this hex. It is surrounded. Yeah, and vertically we have surrounded it. So yeah, it can trace. However, 1, it has to be this hex, and then it has to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. No, it can't reach. It can't reach. So this unit is, oh, that's good, because it can't attack us. So this unit is out of supply. So yeah, it's out of supply, so it can't attack. That's good. That's good, because this is just a rather, well, not what it's 3, but 3 again. It would be 3 against 7. That's would be a 2-1. So yeah, okay. So this unit can't join in the attack. This unit, well, this unit is not surrounded. Maybe it will avoid. And this unit can't trace supply, no matter of this unit. So maybe this will, you know, get pushed back a little bit. So that was good. As I've said, this can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, tracing supply. Yeah, that's okay. These units too, they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. All the other Soviet units are able to trace supply, except okay, this one too. Yeah, no problems in to Soviet supply apart from these 2 units here, which are, that's why surrounded them. So they're neutralized for the time being. They're out of supply and surrounded, and they can't attack us, at least not in the first few turns, unless the Soviets find a way to, open the supply lines, because open supply lines doesn't, conform to the operational limit restrictions. So these units are all okay. Soviet units able to trace supply, proceeding on supply heads, most of them. Yeah, no problem. Okay, there is also another unit. Okay, this one in Poltava, surrounded. So because especially they could only trace supply because these roads are now useless to them for tracing supply, and useless to us. Well, these units here, so it could only go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here, but now it can't. It's surrounded, so it will be out of supply. So maybe I should start consider attacking it, wrecking it. It's in city hex, so that could get, but maybe with some cards. Yeah, I would definitely have to start attacking it now. I could wait for next turn. I wouldn't like to wait for next turn. So yeah, other Soviet units have problems. Well, these units don't have a problem right now because we don't control this hex, and that's okay. All the other units are okay. So have I missed anything? Any units? No, I don't think so. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Oh yes. No. Okay. Not any problem for the Soviets, but just let me remind you. This unit is surrounded, but it's sitting right on a supply head maped, so it is surrounded, but it can't be out of supply because of its placement there. So it's fine. So no other attacks, no other units. I think we're good. Yeah, we're good to go. And okay, now it's the interesting part. It's the first time we see it. No, it's not the first. We did it at the beginning of the previous turn, but now things have changed. Soviet support, check for Soviet support line for the rest of the turn. And yes, right now the Soviets are at 20 points, not 21. And so, according to the rules, 13.5 support, turn 8 onwards, starting on game turn 8, the eastern support line is used throughout any game turn in which the Soviets start the turn with less than 21 VPs and trenches less than 21. And so the support line is used throughout the turn. It doesn't swing back and forth mid-turn as the operational limit. So the support line, which is very interesting because support doesn't allow them to do stuff, is not right now the old the fixed artillery line. It's here, the east support line. So this will be the support line. Slavyansk is just inside this line. This is their support line. Of course, they'll get forward support markers extending their support, but that's something support can't extend only so far, and yeah, some critical places like, you know, Poltava and Valky and stuff, they can't get them in support, no matter where they place the forward support markers. So I think we've got anything else? No. End of turn 7, no. And so yes, that's it. That's the preparation phase for turn 9. Well, I'll review it and see if I haven't missed anything, especially in the placement of garrisons. But yeah, that's all. And the next part will be the beginning of the command phase, which is quite critical. I mean, I don't want to be overly dramatic, but see that it's the situation in Valky. I mean, if in their first impulse, or 2 impulses, because they can get a double activation, are not, for example, if they're both, let's say, southwest front, both the first 2 cards are southwest front, or well, they can get, yeah, any of the Voronezh front can't get into Valky, and they will ignore our limits. So yeah, they've got units, 69th, yeah, 69th will definitely do that, and 40th Army unit. You see, this 40th Army unit has just enough points to get into Valky. I think it's what, 1, 2, 3, 4 here, 5 here, and 6. Yeah, because of the roads, it can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just enough to get into Valky. So any Voronezh front activation will end up in Valky being occupied. Otherwise, if they get just to southwestern front for starters, then in our first impulse, well, and yeah, in our first impulse, not exactly. And if we have in our hand a second SS card, then we take Valky back. But yeah, it's, I think it's as good time as any, just to go through. Yeah. Oh, okay. As in the previous game we got, and we've start with a very strong hand of cards. You see, two SS Panzer Corps, 3rd Corps, Army Group South, von Manstein Corps Strauss also. They can, okay, so they can't, so yeah, if that's a big if they don't get any Voronezh front activated, then Valky should be ours. And yeah, Poltava, yeah, I'll try for Poltava, definitely, even at the risk of, you know, losing a step, and, you know, yeah, but it's time we've got to get to them D2 to lose a step, and yeah, okay, but we'll have to wait and see what will happen. Okay, so that's it, that's all for now, and we will be back with the first command phase.